Hello everybody, and welcome to Vinland Saga episode 18 anime review. Apologies again that it's a day late. I knew it would be, which is why I was annoyed that we didn't have an episode last week, because I was like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to do Sunday next week. That sucks. I was at an orchestra in London, wouldn't you like to know? It was a Kingdom Hearts orchestra. It was good, but onto the anime. Again, speaking of things that were good, I thought this was good. Honestly, I can see this episode being bloody divisive with people, because some people are going to look at it and be like, it was symbolism and all that, but I'm just like, yeah, it was good. Good character shift, if you will. Canute's going to stop being a whining, crining's a word, whining, crying little babby, and yeah, I get all that and everything, but it's like a chart. Lines and all that. It's good. Also, Thorfinn and Thorkell had a little scrap. That was good. They introduced some interesting points there. Like, who the hell is Thorkell, really? Who is he, really? He knows some things. He knows a lot of things. But, yeah, also, I predict the first part of this video, like when I get to talking about it, it's going to be very long, because I couldn't think of a place to split it, so I just split it at the mid-card, but the mid-card was like 17 minutes in, so, yeah. Also, I have a cold, so if my throat goes all raspy like this, that's not raspy at all. But you know what I'm saying, if it does do that, now you know why. Anyway, let's crack on with the episode, see what happened and everything. Let's do this. We open up with Thorfinn and Thorkell doing that scene from the opening with the axe and the narrow dodge and all that. Literally just ripped straight from the opening. I'd like to say, I mean, it was cool, but again, it was a bit lazy because, it was in the opening. Why are you using that again? But yeah, it's not a thing that I'm going to complain about. I know it sounds like I did. I don't care. Vinland Saga's gripped me. I said it before, the second half has gripped me a lot more than the first half. The first half was sort of slow and building-y. Building-y? That's a word. But it was necessary. And now the second half is kicking ass, and I love it. But yeah. Thorfinn. Oh, this is going to be... Let's play the which Tor is it game again. Thorkell has got chainmail, so Thorfinn can't slash it in properly. And then Thorkell starts rattling out Thor's facts. He's like, his wife was a noble person and that. He was good with a sword. Yo, I don't know why I tried to rap. I can't rap. I'm the worst. Like, what am I talking about? Anyway, then after a bit, Thorfinn says like, I have to go a bit easier on you so you can still speak. Everyone laughs at him. Thorkell breaks a man's face for laughing. He's like, that's not very funny. Thorfinn is worth like 7 of you. And I'm like, oh damn, he's right, but oh damn. They fight a bit more. Then we go to Prince Canute. Canute is just laying in the snow having a nap. He can hear the fighting, but he's like, I don't want to open my eyes, I don't want to see it. It's bad things. He has a dream. He somehow managed to fall asleep in all this. Like, it's one thing to have your eyes closed. It's another thing to actually properly fall asleep. So Canute, heavy sleeper I guess, good job. He has a dream of Ragnar. He looks older, Ragnar. Also, he's got like the wound where, where he was stabbed. He's all bloody. I like that. That was good. Although he didn't see the body, did he, Canute? He never actually saw Ragnar's body. So, how does he know? Because, it's a dream. It's his subconsciousness, right? Unless it's like Ghost Ragnar, which, don't know. Who knows? They have a little bit of a talking. Ragnar says that I raised you wrong. You were meant to be raised like a jarl, I believe is what he said. And I raised you just like a regular farm boy, and that's not good. Canute was like, I want to be your son instead. And it was like, and then there's hugs and tears and farewells and, goodbye, my friend. He wakes up then, sees the carnage. I believe it's Bjorn is just murdering folk left and right. Sees all the killing thing. The priest is there just drinking on the side. He's an interesting character, the priest, because, I mean, he just is. He's an alcoholic priest. Everyone loves that. Canute is like, no one loves me except for Ragnar. Priest was like, Ragnar didn't love you. You can't call that love. And then he says like, what is love? And this is where he gets all philosophical. This is the bit where I can see people getting turned off by, because they go deep, deeper than you might expect from a Viking show. Let's say that. I think it's quite good. It's multi-layered and all that, as I said before. What happened after that? Gee, then we go to Thorfinn, who managed to cut Thorkell because the chainmail was like a vest, so he cut his arms, stuff that it's not covering. Then he's lecturing him a little bit on how to be better. He's like, your swordsmanship could use some work. You're missing something. What does it mean to be a true warrior? Other things. I wrote a lot down. There was a lot going on. And when he says, what does it mean to be a true warrior? Thorfinn briefly, very briefly, flashes back to Thor's. Yannick sort of like stumbles him a little bit. So Thorkell, I don't think he's like his brother or something, but somehow he was close to Thor's, and I'm just really curious to see how. Then we go to Priest Man. He says he sees a dead man. He's like, that dead man is love, because he says death perfects a person. And I get what he was saying. At first, when he points to the dead man, I was like, hang on, man, what you want about? But then he explains it, and he's like, it's because a dead man, it provides for the land, provides for the animals. It can't do anything bad, And it's like, I get what he's saying, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand the point he is trying to make. And yeah, well, that's going on. Thorfinn hesitates, as I said, because of the thing, and he's like, that was a dirty trick. I'm going to get you. Back to the priest. This is what I'm saying. It cuts between Thorfinn and Canute a lot during this first section, which is why I haven't split it up, because I don't know where to split it. Priest calls what Ragnar did discrimination, because he treated Canute so much better than everyone else. He's like, that's discrimination. It can't be called love, because he's alive, and living people can't do love. Canute is like, yes, a fog has lifted. And, this is where his character change comes. We see it a bit later on, more, and so. Thorfinn cut him a lot. He's doing really well. Canute says everything is love, the mountains, the earth, the whatever. But there are no love in the hearts of men. Men are cruel and evil beings, and it's because of the apple story. I can't remember the exact thing. Adam and Eve, she picked the apple because of the snake, and then humanity was all... God was like, no. I've never read the Bible, but I know the story. That's like the cliff notes of the story. Hopefully I haven't offended anyone with my very bad knowledge, we'll call it that. And that's the reason why they're imperfect and, not very... They're not... What was the word they used? They're not love, in a way. Also then, Thorfinn and Thorkell, we'll go to them finally for this last section. Thorkell punts Thorfinn into the air, and he hits the many trees after a little snow distraction bit, and he landed right the ways away. And this is the part where everyone complains about realism, because, yeah, it's not realistic, but it's cool. And yeah, then also Asgard is like, well, there goes my last hope. See, he was pinning his hopes on Thorfinn. But, I think that's the last we see of Thorfinn and stuff, so I'm just going to check before we go to the next part. Yeah, no more Thorfinn. So Thorfinn, I don't even remember if he blacks out, but he's down, like, in branches, because he went through a load. Yeah, this first, I was going to say half there, it's not half, it's far more than half. This first section, man, it was just hit after hit. I liked the Thorfinn and Thorkell, whenever they were fighting, that was good. I liked the Canute stuff too, with him, getting a realization. He's like, right, here's where my character's going now. And we get more on that in just a sec. Let's look at Canute's new scary face. So back with Canute and Bjorn. Bjorn killed all those people. All the other people are dead. Bjorn is still in his rage mode, going towards Prince Canute. He's going to attack him too. That's not good. Canute you can tell his voice has gotten deeper. That's how you know he's had a severe character change. He's an angry boy. He's like, we can never get back what we've lost. What we used to have before the apple thing happened. Canute scares Bjorn with a scary face. Scared me a little bit too. His face was very strange. And then he hugs him and kindness, and he saves him, turns him back to normal. And he's like, God, I don't want your salvation anymore. I'll do it myself. And I'm like, Canute, doing things yourself is a good thing. I'm not going to offend no religious people, but like, I'm more of a do-it-yourself kind of person. You got a problem? Do something about it. Don't hope someone else does it for you. And that's a life lesson right there. Then a guy stabs Bjorn about 5 seconds after he comes out of rage mode. And he's like, "You alright, Prince?" And Prince is like, "You're fighting stupid. Stop it. The guy you just stabbed, heal him now." And it's like, yes, Canute, get in. This part, it was good, I'm going to be honest. He's proper taking command. He's like, I'm going to go see Thorkell and sort this crap out, you lot. be good. He's like, this battle has no meaning. Follow me, and your battles will have meaning. I'll put meaning into your lives. So, I think either Canute is gonna forcibly take control away from his father, or he might just establish his own nation or whatever, and have his own. He's gonna be king of his own place, basically. I know Vinland Saga is basically it's based on history. However, I failed history. Plus, we didn't learn about the Viking. We learned about like the history of medicine. I would much rather have learned about like the Viking Wars. I don't know what to call it. Than I mean, this was like GCSE history. A war would that be equivalent to in America? Year 12, no, year 11, year 11, whatever that equates to. 11th grade, maybe. Are the ages the same? School was hard. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is they should let you do better things in history to encourage you to do it. But yeah, this episode, we're at the end of it. I feel like I talked for a long ass time. As I said, really enjoyed it. I liked what they're doing with Canute. The Thorkell stuff where he knows Thor's and he knows his mum's name, and he knows like things that you'd have to be close to them to know. I want to know what he is to them. You know what I mean? Like, what is his relation to Thor's and that? Was he just a sparring partner? Is he like blood related? Was he? I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Is he his father? Probably not that one because they're about the same age. Brother is like the closest I'm going because I don't think there's like I'm genuinely. They made Thorkell more interesting this week by just introducing another thing to him, and he was on about the whole what does make a true warrior great thing. He seemed to have more to him this week than just being I like fights, and that's good. Thorfinn, he can fight now. That's good. He's got a thing. I'm assuming Canute's going to take control of everyone, like Askeladd's crew, Thorkell and his crew, Thorfinn. He's going to get them all. Let's go sort my dad out, basically. Maybe I'm thinking too broad, but that's what I kind of am hoping for that, honestly. Him just be like, Dad, you tried to get me killed. I'm gonna kill you now. That is the type of anime-ish thing I want to see. But yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, sorry it was a day late. I mean, I should tweet these things, but no one's following me on Twitter anyway, and I don't use it, so I don't blame people. But yeah, curious to see where it goes. If you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing and liking and commenting for more. Normally it's out on the Sunday, the day it comes out, but as like this week, sometimes things don't go right. But yeah, let me know what you thought about the episode and everything, because I'm really enjoying Vinland Saga now. It's really shot up in my favourites for this year, and at some point that'll be a video out on the main channel, not the review channel, the main channel, so subscribe over there to know when it comes out. It'll be every show I watched this year ranked, so that'll be good. I'm just doing some shameless advertising now. Chocolate buttons, they're good too. Anyway, I will see you next week, and bye guys.